Thank you so much for joining. If you are joining, I'm also live on Facebook and I'm also live on Instagram in 1 second. Okay, now I'm live on Instagram. Okay, so I'm also, I don't have a device, but yes, I do. I'm also going to bring up my iPad because I want to see if people join and have conversations because I can't see it on here for some reason. All right, so all right, there's two people on, but one of them is me. So anyone wants to chat, please feel free. I'm here. Okay. I decided that the easiest way for me to do a recap of my time at MJ Unpacked was going to be to just go live and talk about it and smoke about it and see if people have questions about it and then make some content off of this video. So that's my plan, is to kind of practice what I preach, right? It's to take a long form video and turn it into multiple pieces of content for me to use in different locations, right? So that's what I teach and that's what I live. Oh, I just had an idea and I'm going to write that down because I'm reading. Okay, for anyone who's joining, I'm reading this amazing new book. Well, it's not new. It's just new for me. Hold on. Let me remember what it's called. It's called $100 Million Leads. Pretty sure. Hold on. Let me just look it up so I don't forget. Let's see. Yeah. $100 Million Leads is the book that I'm reading, and it's by Alex Hermosi. So if you are looking for a book to help you learn how to do better with your pitching, right? It helps you get better leads. I'm already receiving so much benefit from reading this book. And one of the things that I learned from reading this book by Alex Hermosi called $100 Million Leads is that one of the best ways to bring in people into your business is by offering them something of really high value for free. And I just had an idea of something that I could, that's of really high value that, there we go. Okay, I don't think I had any sound on Instagram until just now. Yes, it's Princess. Do I have sound on Instagram? Do I have sound? Can you hear me? All right. So anyway, I had this idea just now while I was talking about, thank you, about something that I wanted to give away for free. And now I can't remember because I went on that really long tangent about it. So hopefully it'll come back and I'll write that down. So, I know. I'm going to teach people how to do what I'm doing right now for free. How to make content out of an hour. Because that's what I'm doing right now. So basically, I'm going to go live for about an hour. I'm going to talk about MJ Unpacked and everything that I learned there, or who I met, and all these really amazing fun samples that I got. And so stick around. Yes, it's Princess, because I am going to be talking all about your question, which was, how is the conference? And she really wanted to attend, but you didn't attend and I did. So I'm going to bring you along with me. And actually on Instagram, I'll probably be showing some videos and photos because I actually have them on my phone. And, I don't know if you can but you can do that on Instagram. So, all right. So what I thought I would do is I would just, hey, call me the dude. So what I thought I would do is I would just go through my, my time and what I learned, who I met, what it was like for me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this video and I'm going to turn it into the rest of my content for the rest of my storytelling around MJ Unpacked. So, all right. first of all, I have so many samples on my desk that I obviously, um, you know, um, oops, somehow I clicked on end stream, but I'm still on, right? Yeah, I'm still on. Okay. So, okay, I have so many samples. I can't hold all of them at the same time. So I have these, I have all of these, I have this, like I have these quick drops. So it's so much. Like it's a lot. So I'm going to talk about all these things. I even have some things I don't even know what they are. And if you stay tuned to the end, if I have enough energy, I'm also going to talk about this event that I'm going to tomorrow, which is here in Boulder, and it is called Yoga at the Barn, hosted by Mason Jar Events Company. And I'm going to be talking about the goodie bag, because the goodie bag that I already picked up is so great. So like all of a sudden I have like all these goodies to share. So here I am sharing goodies with you guys. So super happy that you're here. Please feel free to ask any questions along the way. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to smoke about it, because obviously that's something that we can do. Super cute. Is it in Jersey? No, MJ Unpacked was in Detroit. Were you asking if this is in Jersey? Bud and Mary's? I don't know what you were asking. So, L'chaim, just sending some good vibes out to all the people in the Middle East right now. Such a heavy time, and I just want to acknowledge that as we move on into our normal days where other people are not having normal days at all. My heart is with the Jews. My heart is with all the people there. As a Jew, I'm sort of torn and torn up about it, and that's all I'm going to say. Let's smoke about it. L'chaim. Inside my bong, I have Colorado weed. Oh, thank you. My nails are looking super cute. I think next month I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to do meeting this month, I don't know. I'm going to go on a tangent. Give me 1 second. All right. My home grow. All right. For those of you who are on Instagram, which most of you who are here are on Instagram, my home grow is off the chain right now. All right. I'm sharing pictures of my home grow right now on Instagram. My home grow is just ridiculous. It's you should come see it. The video I'm sharing right now, I'm going to share another one. Hold on. Okay. Come on, baby. So a lot is happening this week. I just got back from MJ Unpacked. I have an amazing home grow filled with plants that need to be harvested by tomorrow evening, because we're supposed to get a pretty good freeze here and it's time. So it's a very hectic, crazy time. And I'm going to this awesome event tomorrow, which is called Yoga at the Barn. It's here in Boulder, Colorado, not in New Jersey. But you should host Croptober at its finest for sure. All right, so let's choose a different one. Hold on. These are just pictures, but come on. That's a picture of my backyard right now. I think we'll just leave that up on Instagram for a couple minutes just to, and have one more quick hit before we get into MJ Unpacked. So thank you guys all for joining. I mean, come on, that photo. Booking your flight. Yeah, I know. That would be amazing. You and Jasmine are so curious about how the show was in Detroit. Not sure if I missed it. No, I'm literally just getting started. So here you are joining my live to talk about, I'm just going to talk about my time in Detroit and how it was for me, and then all the different people I met and my experience. So I guess I'm not going to tell you how it was because I can't tell you how everybody else's experiences were, but I'm going to tell you what my experience was. So, welcome. You've joined just at the right time. I'm here, I'm sharing. I'm live on LinkedIn and I'm also live on Instagram where I'm going to be sharing images on Instagram because I can. And it's a lot easier because the images are on my phone. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Miley. Yes, it's Princess. I don't remember your first name, but hi, yes, it's Princess. Hi, everybody that's joining me. If you're joining me over on LinkedIn, I have 6 people over on LinkedIn. Wave, say hi, give me a comment. I'd love to know who's on with me so that I can include you in the conversation. All right. So, first, I'm just going to talk about my experience. So, I flew out of Denver on Tuesday and I had a very lovely flight. I'm listening to this amazing book, which I listened to on the flight, called $100 Million Leads. And it's written by a guy named Alex Hermosi. And the book is about how to develop the thing that you're going to sell and then get people to actually buy it. And it really helped me. It helped me frame up everything, what I did at MJ Unpacked, how I talked about my business, and also how I'm going to be following up. And I'll share that with you guys also because how I'm going to be following up or how I already am following up is all kind of based on this book. If and just reminding myself like not to be like everybody else, to do the things that I'm good at and to like stay true to myself. And I would say from now, at every conference that I go to now, and every experience that I show up to, I just bring my whole self. I'm never putting on a mask anymore. I'm just me. And it's awesome. And that has really been successful for me. And one of the things that's kind of happened out of that is I've gotten what I call kind of famous. It's like kind of famous, but it's kind of famous. And it means that within the cannabis community, people know who I am. And it's good because I've spent a shit ton of my own personal money and investment money over the course of the past 5 years in order to get to that place. So, like, go me, it's working. I mean, if you're going to say that you're an influencer in influencer marketing, you better be able to do it yourself. So, yeah. Okay. So I arrived in Detroit and I went to the hotel. I checked into the MGM Grand, which I wasn't able to stay at the Motor City Casino Hotel because it was sold out by the time I booked. And I can't tell you how happy I am that I ended up staying at the MGM Grand. It was way nicer than the Motor City Hotel. No shade to MJ Packed because I understand like the place where the event was great, but the hotel itself wasn't as nice as MGM Grand. One thing that was awesome about MGM Grand, it was that I was able to do a digital check-in. So like there was this really long line and I went on MGM Grand Rewards uh, app and I downloaded that and then I was able to get a digital key to my room. And before there was a whole long line, I got checked in and I was in my room in 10 minutes. It was awesome. So I went upstairs to my room. I was dressed in sweats. I took a shower. I got really ready. I got mentally ready. I hit my pen a lot. I had at least 20, maybe 30 milligrams of edibles just to like really gear up. Like going to these events is a lot of work. It's a lot of like your social battery is just like being just pulled on constantly. Drained is really the word I would use. So you really have to be ready and charge up those batteries and know what you're getting yourself into. So I had arrived around um, 1. I took a shower. I got ready. I got over to 8, and then I went over to the conference at about 3, and I just like, okay, whenever you go to one of these conferences, the best part about them is seeing all the people who are smoking outside. So, like, you literally don't even go into the conference before you're talking to people and networking, smoking outside. So, to be like, the best part of it is when you're smoking outside, you're not like missing out on the conference. You're having like another conversation with another person who's also awesome, who is also smoking weed or cigarettes or vaping or whatever they're doing, and so that's a great part. So, okay. And then I went to my first, or actually um, the only session that I went to, and this is like a comment about MJ Unpacked. The conference and the expo are strangely disjointed. So the way it works is if you want to go to the expo, it's a certain price. And then if you want to go to the conference, it's a certain price on top of that, like an extra $150. I got a conference pass because the person who I got my ticket from was speaking on a panel. So I went to the panel and it was a great panel. And Joey did a fantastic job and they all did a great job talking about AI. It was all about how to use artificial intelligence in your cannabis business. There were three different perspectives. One was Joey, my friend and client, who is a dispensary owner who is using AI in his business. And I really am impressed by how he's been using AI, skilling up his employees by helping them learn how to use AI. It's really cool. And then there was this woman, and I forgot her name. I'll have to look it up. She is I think, Chief Innovation Officer of Native Roots here in Colorado. And she was talking about how they're using AI as a part of predictive selling. So they have a very robust uh, e-commerce site at Native Roots, and they're really trying to push people to online sales. And one of the reasons why online sales work so well for them is because they're using predictive AI to help people make choices about the types of products that they'd like to use by what they already bought. So, I mean, this is pretty simple, right? I mean, we've been doing this for years. Like, think about Amazon. They started this. Like, it's like other products you would like. I mean, it's not that sophisticated, but in cannabis, it actually is quite sophisticated. So that was very cool that Native Roots is employing artificial intelligence to help customers fill their basket with things that they would like based on the purchases and behaviors that they've made before. And I think it's great for the customer. And I also think it's obviously great for the retailer who's going to grow their basket size. Okay. Any questions over here? No. Okay. So that was the conversation. It was hosted by Blank from Horizon Media Group, based here in Colorado. It was the first time I'd ever met her, but I've been at events with her before. And we actually had a great conversation at the after party, which I'm going to get to in just a minute. But I can't remember her name. And honestly, I'll be able to find everybody's names. And for those of you who joined after, one of the reasons why I'm making this content is to cut it down and make other pieces of content from it, including blog posts and other videos that just kind of recap little parts of this. All right. So, all right. So now we finished the first event, which was the Joey's talk about AI. And what I was saying about the conference is that not a lot of people go to the talks. So, like, there's a lot of maybe good conversation happening during the actual like panel discussions, but not a lot of people are there. Most people are in the expo because most people come with the goal of doing business. So sitting and learning is a little bit of a waste of time for people who are there with the goal of networking and meeting people. Not to say that the learning is a waste of time, because it's not, but they're on this, like, if they're on the same day and they're competing with each other, it's kind of like, which one do I do? So, like, even though I had the conference pass this time, there was really nothing on the list of like conversations, panels that I was really like, oh my God, I have to learn that, or oh my God, I need to meet those people personally. But that doesn't mean that there wouldn't be things for other people, especially people who are newer to the industry, like investors who are newer to the industry, or um, people who are learning to decide if they want to get in the industry. Then you should definitely go to the conference. But if your goal at the conference is to network, I would say spend most of the time that you have in the expo. So the expo opened at 5 o'clock on Tuesday night. It was, it's in the, like, a ballroom in a conference space in a hotel. And basically, everyone who is there, there's not a lot of people seemingly who bought tickets, right? Like, most people who are there either are the people who bought booths, or I guess some investors, maybe some people like that. But it's a lot of insiders, and that's great. Everybody who's there is really there for a purpose, and I think that's one of the things that MJ Unpacked is really trying to cultivate, is like a really purposeful group, having multiple conversations, meaningful conversations over the course of the 2 days. And I think that's probably the best thing, the number one best takeaway for me from MJ Unpacked is that it gives you many opportunities through over the course of 2 days to interact with the same people multiple times, which you might think was weird and not necessary, but it's absolutely necessary, because if you walk around and you meet everybody at every booth and you have that initial conversation, and then later on you see them at a happy hour or an after party, you're able to follow up the conversation based on things that maybe you have thought about after, or now you're in a different setting and things are more calm and maybe that person's not as distracted and you've had some perspective and so have they. And you get to actually have a second touch point, a second conversation with them. And I think that is something that is really meaningful and something that I haven't really experienced at other conferences. So good job, MJ Unpacked, on that one. All right. Okay, so the first 2 hours of Tuesday, it's 5 to 7, and it's like a happy hour. Oh, I'm gonna take this off. All right, so it's like a happy hour. Okay, so from 5 to 7, you're in the expo hall with all the booths are set up and the people are standing by their booths. There's alcohol being served that's free. And there's no weed, which is fine because you can just step outside to smoke, and that's fine if that's what you need. You cannot vape in there, like you're not supposed to. Some people do. But that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to step outside to smoke, and you're probably not even supposed to smoke there, but that's where everybody was smoking. Okay, so between 5 and 7, you're basically in the expo hall. It is a little bit more of a cocktail party experience where they're passing around delicious hors d'oeuvres. Thank you, MJ Unpacked. The food was excellent. Excellent. They had, oh my God, Sean, this guy, his name was Ryan. He was handing out no, his name was Sean. Sean and Ryan are conflated for me. The guy's name was Sean, and he was handing out these amazing little spring rolls. Thanks to you, Sean, because it helped me. It really helped me. So, and that was really nice. There was passed food every once in a while throughout the course of the the time that you would be in the expo hall. So like every once in a while, there'd be like something delicious to eat. And I thought that was really great, especially on the first night between 5 and 7. And then, so there I walked around. I talked with a bunch of people just about their businesses and shared mine, which was great. And then we went to honestly, for me, it was a warm up. It's like weird, but it takes a bit for me to get into the vibe, right? Of like pitching myself and telling my story and getting that repartee down between like the people who are, my potential clients and listening and really like honing in on what I'm trying to be doing is bringing my whole self there and being present, really present. And so that really helped me get really present, and then really focus on my goals and like myself and what I wanted to do there. So next I went to this great party at this place called Hotbox Social. And here's one thing I want to say about Detroit. You guys are really figuring it out as it relates to social consumption. I actually heard, unfortunately, that this place, Hotbox Social Club, where we went for this first after party that was hosted by Flower Hire, was in this great place. And unfortunately, it's going out of business. That was their last event. But it was so cool because it was legal. There was a DJ. It was like there was cannabis drinks and alcohol available. There was a lovely what's it called? Charcuterie board. Sorry, it just took a second. There was a lovely charcuterie board, and there was a great place for people to smoke. There was a great place to sit down. There were like fine bathrooms, and everything about it was perfect to me. And in Colorado, we have not cracked the code on this. Our laws do not allow us to have any real good events for their social consumption. So, like, it was super nice in Detroit, both at the Hotbox Social Club and also at the other location, which was called 2000 Brooklyn, which was where we had the second event, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. Hello, people who are joining. I'm talking about MJ Unpacked, which is a conference that I was just at in Detroit. I'm making this piece of content in order to share it as a shorter forms pieces of content over the course of the next couple weeks. So, and I have a whole bunch of samples that I'm going to be showing at the end. All right. So next up is, Hotbox Social Club. Great time, met great people. Met this guy, Daniel Guth. He is definitely somebody who I am connected with here on LinkedIn. And probably the best part of my night on Tuesday night was David Belsky from Flower Hire telling me that I'm a legend, for one of my articles that I wrote here on LinkedIn. And he also complimented me on my swagger. And that's like a really amazing compliment because like I've been working on that shit, And what I mean, I don't mean I'm working on my swagger. I mean, I'm working on not giving any fucks about what other people think of me, which is actually what looks like swagger on the outside. So, that was probably like the best compliment. Had the greatest conversation with him. Really enjoyed his company. And thank you so much for hosting a great party. So thank you. I had a wonderful time. And we got there at the very beginning and stayed until the very end, which is kind of not really my normal thing, but I had a great time. And I do well at parties. I don't know why. I get uncomfortable, but I do well, especially once the weed starts getting in me. I think that's the reason. I think because that, like other things, I'm usually not as high. When I'm better when I'm higher. I think a lot of people would probably agree with that, but probably not want to admit it. The higher I am, the more just like myself I am. I just don't have any filter between my brain and my mouth. And I'm working on having less of one in my regular life. So it kind of works out. Speaking of which, I think I have a little bit more in here. So let's move to that. All right, now we're going to move on to day two. Day two. Day two. Two. I feel like I want to put like a number two. Okay. All right, quick rewind to the night. I was really hungry when I got home, and there wasn't home, meaning the MGM Grand Hotel. And I wasn't really like feeling, I don't know, like what should I eat? Should I go scrounging around for some crappy food? I was like, no, all right, I'm going to treat myself to room service in the morning. I'm going to, I'm going to put the little card out at night, and I'm going to spend, $30, $40 on breakfast, which is ridiculous. But like, okay, I'm going to give myself this lovely gift. I fill out the little card. I'm like so excited about it. I hang it on I hang it on the door. In the morning, 8:30 comes, knock, 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 which was like my wake up call. I open the door, the woman comes in, she was lovely, but she's like carrying a bag. And I'm like, room service is with a cart, or at least a tray. A bag is DoorDash, okay? A bag is DoorDash. And for those of us on Instagram, you can see the bag because I took a picture of it. Oh, where are you? I did take a lot of content. I'm looking at my pictures. I didn't think I took a lot of content, but I actually did. All right, where's this? All right, for those on Instagram, this is the bag. You can see how much it cost. It came in a paper bag. It was depressing. Okay. So that part was not great. Food was not good. I ate it. I mean, what are you gonna do? Not eat it? Like, it's $40. Like, I had to eat something, right, for that day. The hash browns were raw. It was the most depressing experience. The cup that the tea came in was paper. Everything about it was just disappointing. It was just disappointing. Like, $40 room service should not be in a paper bag. That's top takeaway. Okay. Next day, after the breakfast debacle, honestly, it opens at 10, but I didn't get there till like 1:30 because I don't have a social battery that lasts long enough to go from 10 a.m. in the morning till 11 p.m. at night. I'm not capable of doing that. And so I give myself a break in the morning. I give myself time to I went downstairs. I smoked a joint with Allie from Dynamic Jack. I had a lovely time, just being on my phone. I got a couple good posts out on LinkedIn, and I talked to Instagram a little bit. I made some content of my clothes, and I felt like, I don't know. I don't know where it's going with this. Anyway, I just relaxed and I didn't get myself stressed out to go to the event super early. So I got there at 1:30. I smoked a joint outside with a bunch of people, and that was great. Like I said earlier, the experience at a cannabis conference starts outside the door. And that's where you get to meet great people. I saw Kelsey from Vanks. I saw Morgan Grant out there. I don't think I got a card from the dude that I also met out there. But he did give me a lot of little goodies, so I do know how to reach him. He's the one who gave me these really cool tips. Anyway, like they're these little tips that you put in joints. I don't have them here, actually. I realize they must be in a different bag because they weren't only things I have here were like things that could have been a challenge with what's it called? TSA. Okay, getting back on track. I walked the booths, and the way MJ Unpacked is set up is it's like all these little kiosks. And for those wondering, those kiosks cost about $2,800 to $3,000 for you to buy. But the only way that you can buy them is if you are a cannabis company with like a product. So if you're an ancillary brand, you could be in there. Like if you have bongs or a grinder, and basically if you have a product to sell, you can be in the $2,800. And I don't know if those were the prices for this. I don't know if the prices are going to go up for the next one or whatever, but I wanted to be a sponsor at that level, but I'm not qualified. I don't qualify for that. So because I'm a marketing company, it's fine. Like those are the rules. So I walked around and I met a whole bunch of people. And I want to tell you right off the bat that my favorite product that I tried and experienced was called Sweet Justice. It's a soda beverage brand. It's delicious, and the sugar content is a little high, but like sometimes you want to have something absolutely yummy, and they have a 5 milligram, 10 milligram, and all different types of flavors. They have cherry cola. They have this fruit punch here. For those of you who are on Instagram, I'll show you a video. Here's a video. I'll swap us of the Sweet Justice product. These are some of their flavors, and I think I go over to the other side as well because they had a bunch of different flavors. Let's see. Switch asset. Sorry, choose different asset. Yeah, here's the other side, the other flavors that they had. So I'm talking about Sweet Justice, which is a great brand. They're out of Canada, and now they're in Michigan, and I believe they're trying to expand to other states as well. So super great brand. Probably my favorite thing that I experienced and tried there. I just thought that everything was great, from the packaging to the logo to the simplicity of the packaging and the look to the flavor to just how straightforward it is. It's probably my favorite brand there. Favorite new brand. How about that? All right. Okay. Who else did I meet? I met I actually didn't meet these people until the night, but I'm very excited about this product. It's called True North Confections. This brand is called Traverse City Cherry. This product, this flavor. These are 50 milligram edibles. So in Detroit, and Michigan, they have much higher levels of limits than we have in Colorado and in other states. So a package can have up to 200 milligrams of gummies in it, and you can sell 50 milligram pieces, which you cannot do in Colorado. So this is a 50 milligram, one piece, 50 milligram gummy. I'm not going to open it right now because I don't want to use it, but I will make content of it when I do use it. Let's see. I'm excited to try this. And 5-star extracts. True North Confections. Okay, so this is also what I got from True North Confections. I got this electric lemonade, electric watermelon. So this one is supposed to be strain specific, or I think this is rosin, it's made with lemon, infused with lemontina cured butter, Budder, not Butter. So This is interesting. This is, again, this is the True North Confections. She told me this one was like more high potency, and I got the feeling that this one, these are distillate and these are something else that are not distillate. So, okay, these have really adorable packaging and great product, like um, just branding in general. We've got True North Confections, again, with Blood Orange Moon. This is a flavor. These are distillates. So what I see this as is these ones that I just showed you are, these are, all right, I'm taking it, I'm rolling it back. All right. So like these ones are not distillate. Okay. These are going to be either strain specific or whole plant. And that is their 5-star extracts brand. And then we have these True North confections that are made with distillate. And all of these have 50 milligram pieces as the sample, because in Michigan, you're allowed to put up to 200 milligrams of THC per package and up to 50 milligrams per piece, which is pretty special. Okay, other products that I got to try. This one, okay, so you may have heard of Kiva before. Many of us have experienced Kiva in California, and Kiva is in Michigan as well. They have these delicious Lost Farm gummies. I don't know, the light is like a little bright. These delicious Lost Farm gummies, and they are each 20 milligrams per piece, and there's 200 milligrams per package. So there's 10 20 milligram pieces in here, which you would never see. You never see a 20 milligram piece in Colorado. So for me, these are like, ooh. I've already experienced these. I tried them last night. They were awesome. I have tried this strain Mimosa, and the flavor is juicy peach. It's Kiva, which is a California original brand, I believe, and I believe to be women owned. Lost Farm cannabis infused gummies, juicy peach made with live resin, was delicious, is delicious. 20 milligrams per piece, high crystal, and absolutely yummylicious. I had one, then I really helped my whole body last night. I really felt it. And then I had another one in the bath. So I had 40 milligrams last night, and it was absolutely peachlicious. This is another flavor that I'm super excited to try. The flavor is sour cherry. And it's, again, this is their live resin gummy line. And this is Purple Triangle Kush. So these are strain specific. So super excited. Again, these are 20 milligrams of THC per piece, and 200 milligrams of THC per pack. And obviously, yay. All right, so we have those, and also Kiva. So if you're familiar with Kiva, you've probably heard of Camino. Camino comes in here, I'll show you. Especially if you're on Instagram, I can show you. Kiva, this is Camino by Kiva, right? It comes in these tins, just like Dialed In. And they didn't have the tins to give away, which obviously fine, but they had them in these like amazing canisters. So you could use it like a tongs, and you could pull out as many gummies as you wanted to eat there. And they offered these little tiny baggies to put more in to take home. So obviously I did. So now I have some Kiva Caminos for home. And if I remember correctly, the purple ones are 10 milligrams per piece, and they're sour and they taste so delicious. The red ones are 5 milligrams per piece, and they also taste delicious. And these orange ones are Haley High. Oh my gosh, it's Haley High. Okay, so I'm talking about everything that I got and who I met. Haley High is one of the brand ambassadors for Toast. So, hi, Haley High. Love you. You're the cutest. Okay, so this is my 20 milligram Camino by Kiva that I'll be enjoying whenever the heck I want. So that's this. All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I'm going to be willing to open this one. Okay, but two things that I want to open. Oh, I want to talk about Caddy Brand, and I want to thank my girl Madison Richards for being the best plug that ever plugged. This is just, it's really bright. This strain is Apples and Bananas, which, is that where the brightness is coming from? Hold on. Okay, the strain, oh, that's so much better. The strain is Apples and Bananas, and it is, I'm just going to take this off. You can do it too, Crystal. I just don't think you know how. I know you can do it too. Okay, so this is Caddy Brand, Madison Richards, Willie McKenzie, Left Coast Cannabis. We love them. They're great people. Great. We look forward to them being partners. We're impressed with all the work that they're doing. Their weed is awesome. And Madison was my plug the entire time. Any time I saw her, she gave me weed. She would just be handing me, and I didn't bring that home because I just, their weed is so dank. Their weed is so dank that I just did not feel comfortable flying home. They had these little, basically it was like this type of baggie, but with like a nug in it, a fat, juicy nug. And I was like, no, I can't take this home. So I left it for the maids, the housekeepers. That's what you do. So I have this nice eighth of Apples and Bananas that I'm definitely going to smoke, and I'll do it on a different time and like highlight them. But for now, just showing you what I got. Looks really nice. Yep. Okay, and then, hi, my doggy just came in. All right, so then there's this brand called Batch, and it's a part of another bigger brand, and I can't remember, but I'll put it all together. And basically, this is a cart, and I'm going to open it, and I'm going to open the battery that I got with it, and I'm going to smoke it. Fun. All right. Batch. The strain is Maui Wowie. It's supposed to be a sativa. This is the battery that I got with it. Thanks to Patty Rowe for this because she gave it to me. Came with a little battery. Hopefully it will have a little charge. Oh, the battery is like Batch. Maui Wowie. It came with a charger. Like, how many of these do we all have in our lives? How many? Ay, ay, ay. I love it when it hits right out of the package, right? That is like a big win. A big win was when it hits right out of the package. Great job. In or out of the package? What is this? This is the package. This is the plastic that the battery came in. This is the package that the vape cart came in. Too many and then can't find them. Oh my God, this tastes so good. Tastes like pineapple. That's what I would say, pineapple. Nice. Very nice. Very nice batch cannabis. Okay. And then, okay. Then we've got this. Look at this. How cute are these? This is pot dots. Pot dots. Pot dots are little tiny M&Ms that are 1 milligram each. Pot dots. I think I'll open them on another thing so I can make another piece of content about it. Pot dots. So they're little tiny M&Ms, all right? Trust me. Then I got I haven't even gotten to like, okay, next, after the conference on Wednesday, I met up with Summer Westerber and we went to 2 parties before the main party. We went to 2 happy hours and then there was an after party. So a happy hour at we went to a happy hour at this place that had the most amazing Mexican food. Okay, do you guys want to see the Mexican food? You know you do. It was so good. It was so fucking good. Where are you? Wait. Okay. Those of you who are on Instagram can see the Mexican food. Right? You want to see it. It's so good. Like, that is good event food. Okay, so good, big ups to the company that provided this that I can't remember the name. Surfside Cannabis. Big ups to Surfside Cannabis for putting a great spread together. And thank you to Summer for inviting me to that party where it wasn't the actual party that I thought we were going to, because I had a call at 5 o'clock. So we were getting in an Uber at 5 o'clock and we were driving over to the party. And so in an Uber, but somebody else was Ubering, And so I'm like, okay, so you're going to Uber us to the party? She's like, yeah. So I'm on the phone and we get in the Uber and I'm just in her Uber and I'm doing the phone. It was enchiladas. It was so fucking good. It was all little enchiladas, like minis that you could have, like 2 mini enchiladas, 2 mini of all different flavors. Oh my God. And then the rice, the beans, and the guac and the sour cream and the salsa. Oh my God, it was so good. And then, okay, so we go to this party and me and Summer, and after a bit, I'm like, wait a second. The people who invited me to this party are not here. So I think we're at the wrong party. I was like, are we at this event? And I show her on my phone, like, what the address of my party was. And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe we should go to the other party too, because we just finished eating a delicious meal. We got all of these delicious cannabis treats. And we, I was like, we talked to people, lovely, nice, hi, meet you. Let's go check out the other party. So we got in another Uber and we went to the other party, which was hosted by Orange Photonics and Quick Liquids. So I'm just going to show you some footage from that party because I believe I do have some footage from that party. But it's before this. Oh my God. Best part of this party is this guy. This guy is, I forget his name, Chris. I think his name is Christian. And he's the bartender that everybody loves. And this is him putting the quick drops into my drink. And it was awesome. So I also have the quick drops right here. Thank you to Blake for giving me all different types of quick drops. I got the terpenes, all different types of terpenes. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually see. Yeah, he's amazing. His drinks were incredible, incredible. So I got skunk number 1 terp drops, amnesia haze terp drops, and this is water soluble cannabinoids. This is 1 drop equals 2.5 milligrams of THC. It has 50 milligrams per of THC. I don't know what that means in here. Quick Liquids is the ideal partner for your water soluble needs. So this isn't his regular label. How cute is Christian the bartender? Do you just love it? Did you love this special video of Christian the bartender from the event at well, actually it was at this really awesome dude's place. The dude is named Jacob Lukow, and Jacob Lukow's house is actually where this event was. And I don't know how great was that video. Okay, I don't know if I actually got too much video of the actual house where Jacob Lenkow owns. No, unfortunately, no, I didn't. Damn it. All right, well, sorry. Sometimes when times are good, like when you're having a good time, you just forget to take your phone out unless you're Crystal. Well, Crystal always remembers, which is why I wish you were with me at all times. I mean, in addition to the fact that I love you, of course. So let me tell you something really cool that happened. So if you've ever met Jill from Orange Photonics, she carries around this big orange kit with her. And inside the kit, there's this like sick digital testing apparatus that anyone who owns a dispensary could buy and could test their own cannabis using Jill's technology in their own location. So the guy Jacob he's just finishing up his first home grow ever, and I actually saw it because it was outside on his deck, and I complimented him on it and said he did a great job, and they had just tested it, and Jill, she's the expert, she knows, and so she tested his cannabis, and it tested out at 30%. 30% grown outdoors in Detroit on a rooftop. He was so psyched, and I was so psyched for him because I need to get my home grow tested as well. Because I mean, shit, I want to know. He was so happy. I was like high-fiving him. Coolest dude, loved it. All right. So that was the party from from Quick Liquids and Orange Photonics. So thank you guys. The mixology was amazing, and that was the highlight of that party, especially, and the space, which was filled with plants. It was really, really fantastic. So thank you guys for a great happy hour. And then we got into an Uber, and we headed over to the official after party, which was at this place called 2000 Brooklyn. And for those of you guys who haven't heard me say this before, because I said it earlier, but basically the coolest thing about Michigan is there's smoking opportunities. So like we were allowed to smoke at this place. It was great. They had awesome heaters outside in the patio, so you were totally warm if you wanted to be underneath there. You could walk around. You could meet all the different brands who you had already met during the day at MJ Unpacked. So what was so cool was like, and I said this earlier as well, one of the biggest takeaways that I got from MJ Unpacked was that when you meet people inside the conference and then you have another touch point with them at a party, it lets you have a second conversation with somebody who you just met. And I really think that that's a great aspect of MJ Unpacked. Like you get a first conversation where you get to introduce each other to each other, and then you see each other again and you get to have a follow-up conversation and maybe you see them a third time, and then they might introduce you to somebody else. So it's really, really a great part of MJ Unpacked. So, all right, so then we go to the after party. This is the official MJ Unpacked after party. We had, I'll just going to show you guys some of the videos because there was so much cannabis like that I didn't even kind of know what to do with myself in a bit. But this company called THC, spelled TEHC. These are their brands. They also have they are two things. They have okay, wait, let's just talk about the hot cocoa for a second. They were making the hot cocoa there and they were serving it and it was kind of cold. So like they gave you the hot cocoa and you were drinking it. Okay, so it had 10 milligrams in it. And I also tried one of their gummies that also had 10 milligrams in it. So right there at that very first booth, I had 20 milligrams. What I didn't know was that the next 7 booths were going to all be offering me cannabis as well. So it was time to pace myself. But this was a great booth. These people from this company, THC, I'm really looking forward to talking to them. They are interested in working with us for social media. So excited for the follow-up conversation with their founder and marketing person. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing, which is, let's see. Okay, that's this brand Batch. I showed you guys. This is the pen that I got from Batch. It's a lovely brand. They have edibles as well as vapes. It's delish. All right. Next up, we have Sweet Justice. As I said before, Sweet Justice was probably my favorite new brand that I met at the show. So many samples, Crystal. It was out of control. Like I could have had any 5 of these if I wanted to. I had a half of one. I had a half of one that had 10 milligrams. That's how I did it. Because I was like, okay, I was like starting to add, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so high, and I'm not going to be in control of that. And so I was kind of trying to manage myself as I went down the line. And unfortunately, I couldn't bring any of these home with me because I didn't check a bag. And, I just didn't want to fly with that. But like, look how beautiful they are. There's also another one. I have another video of their stuff, so I'll show you. These are the other products. There's like a tropical punch. There's a cherry cola. There's a regular cola. Oh, you saw an elderberry, yeah. And then there's like this like tropical punch one. They were so good. They were so nice, and I really am in love with these as like something that I would buy and I would stock my fridge with. And I really haven't seen very many beverages, and there were a lot of beverages in Michigan that had that, where you could like you would want to buy it, you would want to drink it. There was an apple cider. There was a bunch of different iced teas, peach, raspberry, like definitely lots of drinks. I would say that was a big part of the trip, was lots of drinks. Okay. I don't even know what this video is, but it's definitely from the party. Oh, these were just some bros. I don't exactly know what they were doing, so I probably won't show them ever again, because if I can't tell what you're doing and you don't try to talk to me when I walk by and start filming, we're not gonna work out. Let's see. Okay, so then there are these. These are the True North confections. They have this one that is with a partnership with 5-Star Confections and or 5-Star Extractions, and then they also have a distillate product. Delish. Excited to try these, and oh my God, these are 50 milligrams a piece, per piece, 50 milligrams. All right. I feel like, oh, I got these joints. Haven't even opened it yet. Let's look. Oh my gosh, it smells really good. Ice water hash. Ice water mango kush. Mmm. Mmm. This smells great. Really looking forward to smoking that. I have 2 of them. And then this is also this other thing called, this is a hemp blunt, something that my husband will love. It doesn't have any weed in it. It's something that you put weed in. So it comes with, oh, this is dope. Okay, look at this. Yeah, THC a piece. Look at this. Wait, I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay, look at this. Did you see this? How beautiful this was? Okay, first of all, it's called Mr. Tips. It's a hemp blunt tube. Okay, a hemp blunt tube. I'm so about this. Comes in this glass-ish tube. I don't know if it's glass or not. I don't know. Comes with this gorgeous tip. And oh, it smells. Barry is gonna die for this. This is so up my husband's alley. If this is up your alley, you should definitely check out Mr. Tips. MrTips.com. How awesome is this? Don't you want one? All right. What else? I feel like, is there anything else that I didn't show you guys? No. I feel like we're set. Oh wait, there was one more thing. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, Crystal, you're still here? This is probably going to be right up your alley. I heard it was some sort of face cream. I think I'll probably save it for you. All right. I don't know. It's called Galena. And it is, ooh, Crystal, oh my God, I'm sending this to you, obviously. It's 3 different types of like face cream. One is called Repair, one is called Soothe, and one is called Night, Dream. So these are obviously, they're CBD face creams. It's right up your alley, isn't it? Galena. So yeah, that's kind of everything that I brought home. Big props to Jacob from Pyramid Labs for this little joint that I haven't even smoked yet, but definitely I'm going to. Smells so fucking good. And I don't know, that's kind of all we got here, folks. This has been fun live. I hope all of you guys who have joined have enjoyed it. I've also hoped that I've created some good content here that I can use for the next week. Cleaning brushes to do makeup. Are you going to go live? If so, I will come tune in because I'm going to wrap it up. This has been about an hour, so good to go. I want to thank MJ Unpacked for a great time. And I want to thank, I also want to thank you for making this lovely pocket booklet that allows me now to go back and remember everybody who I met and follow up with them. So thank you for doing that. And this was, even though this was very analog, I loved it. So thank you. Everybody, thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part. I hope that you got something out of this. More recaps to come. Talk to you very soon.